Circle Sessions.
Welcome to the show.
Dude, it's so hard to bring the intro in. I was trying to stop the music like 4 times, and you were doing so much other stuff. And I'm like, let me just wait another 5 seconds till he's
I
done.
just wait for the music cue.
I know, but then
To
you
pay
started.
attention.
That's why I did it, because you started doing more. I'm like, all right, he's listening for me now. So bang. So good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Royal Rumble recap on NDT Squared Circle Sessions. Next to me is my guy, Justin. Oh, he's over there. Sorry, I can't get this direction thing right. What's going on, man? How are you today?
Tired. I'm back on nights.
Oh,
I hate flipping schedules. It's so
horrible.
tough.
That's terrible. I don't like it.
Oh well. It happens. It pays the bills.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You're right.
And a lot of tomfuckery.
Mm-hmm. A lot of trips planned, man. A lot of trips planned. Excited. One might end up being more expensive than the other.
One's going to definitely be more expensive than the other.
All right, so we got a couple things to go over with you guys tonight. We might do this a little quick tonight. I have to travel back down to work for the incoming storm. I want to get back to my place of work and get settled in. I don't know what that is on my microphone. Ugh. So we're going to break down the Royal Rumble and talk about Raw and potentially what we think might happen at the Elimination Chamber. So let's go right out the gate and start with the Women's Royal Rumble match that we saw. My opinion, great match. Probably the best match of the night, in my opinion.
Not even close.
You're going to disagree with me, and I understand that, and that's fine. As far as violence, I know where you're going to go with the other one, and the storytelling, yes. But overall, I think that women's match was incredible. They did a lot of good stuff in there. So let's hear what you have to say about it.
They need to get rid of fucking Raquel. Oof. She's so bad. So bad. And did they hire new cameramen? Because those angles during that match, oh my God. There were so many ass shots throughout that whole match.
I forgot to tell you, I was in Indianapolis and I was filming.
Up close and personal. Like that was great camera work.
It was good. I thought you were going to say it was bad.
No. Great camera work.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. So, not many surprise entrants. Not as many as I thought there was going to be.
One of the night was in the women's.
Oh, that was epic. It was
Alexa
amazing.
Bliss, baby.
Yes.
And that jacket was fucking awesome.
I wish they would have shown it more.
Yes.
On the initial shot. It was the next day on the internet when I actually saw what it said. I saw it briefly, but I was like, was that a Fiend reference? And then I saw it the next day online. It was actually Fiend for Life. So that was pretty cool. But I'm a little disappointed because I'm hearing rumblings that she's staying on Raw and she is not going to be part of the Wyatt faction.
Then why wasn't she on Raw this week?
Correct. I'm just hearing rumblings. You're right, because you think after that massive return, she would have been on Raw. That's the only hope I have holding out that she is actually going to be.
I think she shows up Friday night.
Okay. I hope so. I hope you're right, because I want to see that.
I think I just read she just signed like a 5-year deal.
Okay, good. Good.
So the one thing I found interesting about her return is I think it was the last Rumble she was in that she got hurt in. She was wearing the same exact thing outfit that she wore in.
Yep. The last match she was in, the Rumble, she wore the same one. I knew that. The thing I loved during her entrance, the entrance was epic, but listening to Michael Cole and Wade Barrett, Michael said I didn't think she was coming back. The internet said she wasn't coming back, and Wade Barrett said, "That's what you get for reading the dirt sheets, Cole." So I love that they're clapping back at the internet trolls and goons that think they know everything, because that was amazing. But the swag that she had in her step and everything else was just
Oh.
she was just like, "I'm here and notice me." It was great.
And have you seen pictures of what's the doll's name? Lily?
Yeah, with the 6 in the eye.
Yeah. So there's
Yep.
no shot she doesn't join with them.
I'm hoping you're right, dude, because
How does she come back in that character and not join up with them?
it could just be her way to pay tribute to Bray one more time. I'm like I said, I hope you're right.
But then what do you do with her? Last time she was not this Alexa Bliss. She was
Yeah. Yeah, this is the character that everybody wants to see, hands down. So I'm hoping it stays that way. The thing that, well, it didn't surprise me. I was very happy that it happened, but her pop not only was the pop of the night, but was much bigger than Charlotte Flair's, and they just crapped all over her.
There were so many videos of her entrance because nobody knew who was coming. They were all trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And just that crowd blew up in everybody's face when you see their videos, like they're recording their face, they hear the music and it takes them a second and then they just go,
yeah,
holy shit.
Yeah, initially it didn't sink in with me either, and I was like, oh, damn. So that was
same with me. I heard the music. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And then the name came up on the big screen and I was like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Very welcome surprise. So
it was predictable that Charlotte was going to win,
which I don't like.
But you would have. This is where I have a problem with this. But you'd have been okay with Cena winning. Okay. Everybody who has a problem with Rumble is because Charlotte won and Jay won, but they wanted Cena to win, which would have been honestly worse than Charlotte winning.
I don't necessarily. We'll get to the men's match. I don't necessarily have a problem with Jay winning. Let me clarify that.
I know you don't.
When we get to the men's match, I'll explain my thoughts on that. But Charlotte just coming back. I'm going to sound like I'm contradicting myself.
There's no way not to.
But right, but the point to Cena was his promo after the Rumble. Everybody's saying, did you see that?
Yeah, where he said he's gonna get the championship, not for him, but to shake the hand of the person who gets 18. Yeah.
Right. No, but his reasoning was, I didn't necessarily earn it, but I've earned it after how many years faithful service to the company. And he's spot on. He has the opportunity to break a record, make history, and then shake whoever makes 18. So to me, he's earned that right for as long as he's been an ambassador for the company. So that's why I want to see Cena break this record. One, because he can do it, but two, so we stop talking about it. Because this has been a point of contrition for the past 3 or 4 years now. Like, when's Cena going to break Flair's record? So I want to see it happen. I've always wanted to see him do it. I think he's a genuine guy. He might have his quirks, but he's really good for the company. He's done so many Make-A-Wishes and everything else for them.
You're going to make me want to jump ahead and bitch at the fact that he got an automatic spot into Elimination Chamber without having to do a qualifying match.
He's earned it. We'll get there.
It's bullshit.
We'll get there. Well, I just think it's crap that Charlotte won. I think there's more people.
At least she was relevant when she got hurt. Cena hasn't been relevant in 10 years.
I know.
And when he carried the company was barely relevant. So did he really matter?
He was a great ambassador for them, though. And part of that was Vince with the relevancy and the things that he was not doing.
I get that.
So,
but like,
if
he was the face of the company in the company's probably the worst time in the company's history.
Yeah.
So for him to be the one, it doesn't make sense.
Well, Senor Simmons
And I know I'm
How are you, my guy?
not on the popular side of that decision. I think he's
No.
probably the most overrated champion ever.
You're entitled to your opinion. It's okay. Let it out. You want to talk about it? Like,
No, I'm good. I'm good.
well, I just like I said,
I'm not saying he's not good. I don't think he's the guy.
So who would it have been through that whole time?
Honestly, if anybody should have broke it, coming back and forth, it would have been The Rock, because every time he came back, he was still relevant and still looked like he could do something. Cena doesn't look like he can do it.
No, see, the person I would have picked for that, minus his injury history, would have been Randy Orton.
Orton too.
Yeah, because I think at some point I would love to see Orton break it. If he's got a couple years left in the tank, because the next person even close to him, I don't even know.
Triple H could have had it.
Yeah,
and deserved it.
Yeah, but I think
more than Orton, or not more than Orton, more than Cena.
I think Triple H knows it would have looked like he pushed his own agenda just because of his relationships and the family matters of that. You know what I mean? Aaron, I hope you're right, dude. I want to see Orton snap it.
I don't think Cena deserves it. I think Orton should cost Cena the 17. To be honest,
to complete his heel turn.
Well, I'm not looking forward to all the Cena talk this year. And there's going to be a lot of it.
Let's just get it over with. So, all right. We pretty much it's Charlotte.
All right.
Charlotte won. Charlotte won.
Charlotte won. I was okay with it. I'm hoping her knee holds up.
I just think you could have given someone else the rub. Io Sky. I mean, there's a couple more women that could have used the rub for that.
I think Charlotte's coming back to put Tiffy over.
Now here's the thing, and I agree with you on this. I don't think she necessarily is going to win at Mania. I think she's right.
She's going to put Tiffy over.
I hope she does. I hope she does. The other guys say, I hope she does business. Because Charlotte's always been about herself, and I hope she finally says,
she still is. She is not lacking in confidence.
Right. So, I'm hoping
she has to
does
put
it.
Tiffy over.
Yeah, I don't see how you can't. And the other thing I will say about the Rumble match, if you go back and watch or were paying attention through the match, it seemed like every entrant that came in went after Bayley first. They had an interaction with her. It was like Bayley was like directing the match. She was the quarterback and then did her thing. So I was a little upset with how Alexa treated her at the beginning when she came back, but we got through that. We're past it now.
We almost had a wardrobe malfunction in that match.
Yes, and kudos to Liv Morgan for noticing that and shoving her to the side so she could get herself straightened out. That was a very professional move. A lot of rookies would not have caught that and picked up on it. So,
for the hate that she gets for what she portrays, she knows what she's doing.
Yep. Oh yeah, dude. I know they have history. I'm glad that Alexa was the first one they got together, but I don't want her hurting. I don't want her hurting. You know I'm about to say, buddy.
His tribal cheeks.
Yes. Aaron and I are going to fight over this lady. We're going to. Yeah. I should have brought my signed card so he can see it. I can taunt him with it. She's a nice person in person. If you were there, you would have noticed, Justin.
Well, there's always this year.
Next match.
I was super disappointed with it.
Why?
I thought I hated the ending. I hated how they ended that match, the tag match.
Well, yeah, with the Street Profits and that.
It was such a good match. And to end it like that was terrible.
Yeah. I didn't like the match at all, so I was half
How
asleep.
how many times are the Street Profits going to be involved in a triple threat match for the tag belts?
It's their prophecy.
Like, that's all they ever do. That's all they ever get involved in.
Right. Well, maybe they'll finally put the straps on them. Get it over with.
I honestly think the Motor City Machine Guns deserve it. Like, they're fantastic. That match, like I said, the whole match was great until the end.
Okay.
I liked it. It was different. It was like old school wrestling, and I liked it. It was a change up.
Mm-hmm. The last, well, I shouldn't say the last one, but my favorite tag team match that was 2 out of 3 falls like that was the Demolition Heart Foundation at SummerSlam way back in the day. That was so cool. So let's see what Aaron has to say here. It's going to end up as a ladder match at Mania with those three and Pretty Deadly.
Well, good transition there. Are they going to do another ladder match that quick?
So let's jump into your favorite match of the night because we know you loved it so much. And this was brutal.
Holy shit. Did you see the pictures of Kevin afterwards?
Yeah.
Like, up on his face, he was all fucked up.
Well, when he came out on Raw on Monday night, I was like, oh, and I'm not getting ahead of ourselves, but I saw his eye. I was like, holy crap.
I couldn't believe he showed up.
I couldn't believe he was even walking either. But that's how dedicated this dude is to this company.
Fucking
Triple
that
H,
match was
sign him.
Fantastic. Like, just the brutality and everything. Oh, Cody starting to turn like heavy.
Mm-hmm. It's happening. It's happening.
I fucking love it.
Yeah, Aaron, we saw Kevin. Aaron, are you paying attention? We're just talking about Cody turning, man. I don't know. I know he's not a fan of that. He doesn't think Cody's going to turn, really.
Oh, it's happening.
All right, so here's the $1 million question, though. When do you think it happens? How long?
I think he's heel going into Mania.
Look at.
I think
that quick, right?
Yeah, I think by Mania he's heel.
Do you think he has the belt?
Going into Mania? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think he's going to end up putting Punk over.
See, I don't think Punk's even going to be in the championship match at Mania. I don't.
But I thought that was the reason. You said it. Everybody said it. The reason Punk came back is because he's going to get the belt at Mania.
Yeah, but after watching and seeing what's going on with him, Rollins, I think there's a triple threat burn with him, Rollins, and Reigns.
What flips him? The way all of his friends have acted towards him. Kevin, Sammy to an extent. That kick Sammy hit him with on accident is going to loom large into it.
Yeah, I think he snaps. I think you do. I know we're talking about like a few different things here right now, but he's got Aaron Simmons got Punk winning the chamber. I
do too.
I'm up in the air with that right now. I really am. Just because why are they pushing him and Rollins so much right now? And Reigns being
that's what
out
everybody wanted. We knew that was going to happen.
Correct, but why push him to win the chamber when you're pulling him out of that feud going into Mania?
You don't need him in that feud. You can keep him and Seth going while Seth and Roman have a fucking feud leading up to Mania. We'll get to why.
Okay, we'll get there. All right, let's continue talking about your match. We'll talk about your match here.
So, I mean, some of those ladder shots they took. Kevin taking that backdrop onto the closed ladder right to the spine, and then when he suplexed Cody, bashing his own head off the fucking ladder. And then that Alabama Slam. I don't even know how to describe how his body ended up
Oh, he looked, yeah.
or
It was
how he
rough.
even got up from that. Because you could see, like, with Sammy being out there, I think he was only out there to make sure everybody was okay.
Yeah.
Because you could see him, like, yelling after he went through that ladder. He's out.
Oh, he was motionless. Yeah. Thought he was dead. Yo, it was a bad. It was a good bump because he was okay, but it was a bad looking bump.
Yes.
He sold that to a T. There was
Just-
nothing that
And he
made me
st-
not believe he wasn't
I don't
hurt.
know if it was intentional or not, but the fact that he stayed in that position until Cody got out of the ring.
Yeah. Yep. I'm sure it was selling, but I mean, just to put your body on a line like that.
So to go back to Aaron saying he's not turning, when he took that belt with Kevin still laying between that ladder and stood over top of him with that belt, that's him. Like, that's a big turn right there.
Yeah.
I love it. I hope it needs to happen. I'm excited for it.
I see this. I'm letting you just go.
But I think he's going to be heel to put Punk over at Mania. Because Punk can play either side.
All right, what's your theory, my guy? Let's see it. Go ahead, Justin. What were you going to say?
Well, Punk can play either side.
Yeah.
So, and everybody's going to want him to go into the main event and win the belt. It's going to be hard to have two faces going into Mania.
Yeah. He had to go to a place to get through that match. Okay. I mean, he's not wrong about that either. The mental state he had to get himself probably into to go through this, but to sell it the right way. I get that, but
you didn't even see that when he was in Hell in a Cell against Seth. I mean, granted, he had a torn pec.
Right. He was still chasing at that point too. So no, I don't know. This is going to be a wicked build to Chamber. The Mania season is going to be insane. I think there's going to be a lot of twists and turns and a lot of things that we don't realize is going to happen. So
it's going to be fun.
But I'm still not sold on Punk winning the Chamber match. I'm really not. I hate to say that because you're right. I was the biggest rah-rah. Punk's getting a title match. But after seeing what happened with Reigns and with Rollins, I got a different thought on this.
I mean,
they're both Punk and Cody. Both can. We'll see. And this is why I love the product now, because there's more things to talk about. Because before it was like, oh, Reigns is winning. This one's winning. It was so cut and dry. Now there's so many different forks in the road that they can take. They've built a lot of complex stories with a lot of fingers to go in different directions. But I don't know. We'll see. This Elimination Chamber is going to be fun.
Wild.
But we'll chat about that after we break down the men's match because we're almost there. So, men's Royal Rumble.
No big surprises.
I was disappointed. Yes. I mean, so this is why I'm saying the women's match was the match of the night because it's the Royal Rumble. So, the surprise entrance with Joe Hendry, I get it.
We all knew it was coming.
Right. Well, let me ask you this. What's the purpose?
Just to give exposure to TNA because they have a deal with them.
Correct. I get that.
And they're pulling talent from there.
You're wasting a spot. Even with Jordan Grace in the women's match.
I think she's signed with WWE now.
Did she sign?
Yeah.
Okay. Then never mind. I retract my statement. But it's just, you got all these people that could be in this match. Give them a chance to shine a little bit and go from there.
Why send in I Show Speed?
Right. Why take
Granted,
Tozawa out?
I mean, I give that man some fucking credit though.
He took a
Stepping
baptism.
in that ring, you get to throw out Otis.
Yeah.
But there's a chance you get speared by Braun Breaker.
Yeah, he got baptized by Braun Breaker. That wasn't even a spear.
Did you
He got
see his
crushed.
leg?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep. That was worse than an NFL hit. He just leveled him. So that was rivaling the spear that he gave Sheamus on the Saturday night house show.
I think it just looked worse because I Show Speed's a twig compared to them. And
Breaker,
he was not, like, he knew it was coming, but he didn't know how to get ready for it. He was not in a good position.
How do you practice that? Sorry, I'm going to shoulder check you full speed and see how you react. No. I'm almost glad it happened that way. It was such an organic
over the
reaction.
Announcer table after it.
Yeah. Yes, Aaron, I agree. Lack of call-ups. The Hardy Boys didn't show.
Yeah.
That would have been a pop.
But I don't know if Trick or Femi, like, I think they're too big for the Rumble. Like, if they show up, people can expect they can win.
Yeah.
And you already got so much at the top right now to throw them into it. That's going to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why you saw, like, Mello come up instead of Trick. I don't watch enough NXT to really know, though.
I barely watch it. Although the past couple
catch
nights,
some of the PLE shit they do.
They had Bailey and Charlotte was on there, though. That was pretty nice. To have those go down and give the kids the rub.
Women from NXT are going to be good.
Yeah.
So
they'll have Trick drop the strap to not call him up. It's time they give that man his moment. He's a good wrestler. So, all right. Elephant in the room. I know you were happy with Jey Uso winning. Yes.
Yep.
That man deserves his moment.
When it came down to him and Cena, I knew Jey was winning.
Yeah. I was, again, so here we'll get into this now. I was hopeful.
You don't put him in the final two and pull that from him also.
Correct, because that would have killed his momentum altogether. Cena didn't need the rub. Cena would have main evented WrestleMania at that point. But I think there'd have been more backlash at Cena main eventing because he eliminated Jey. So they played it the right way with Jey winning. I loved it. I loved his promo on Raw when he came out. Just an emotional basket case. Good for him. That was awesome. Aaron said when it came down to the final three, I knew Jey was winning. Yo, when it came down to the final six guys in that ring, there were some heavy hitters in there. Even the final four. But
yes,
Logan, let's talk about this quick. Logan Paul.
He brings eyes.
He brings money. And he brings money. So I'm glad that he did not win. If he would have won, I think the place would have rioted. Literally rioted. So, but Jey winning was, after seeing and thinking about it, was a great move. The best way to do it. The only issue I have with it,
going to explode.
Yeah. The only issue I have with it, excuse me, I just burped on air. We just had the WrestleMania main event 2 weeks ago.
Right. But this has been building since King of the Ring.
I get that. But
he's 0-2 now against Gunther, right?
Right.
0-3.
I don't even remember. He's lost every time though.
Because he lost an IC title belt to him. Yeah, and It's going to end at Mania.
Yep. So, you think it was a pivot live on air, Aaron? You think they called an audible in the middle of the match and Cena was originally going to win it? Is that what you're saying?
I think this was planned from the jump.
I don't see how you can send them out there and not have your winner planned already.
He is too over. He's been too over to not have that belt for at least a little bit.
Yeah. What do you have him dropping at SummerSlam?
Yeah, a lot like Damian Priest, but at least Jay would deserve it.
Yeah.
Like
And
Damian earned it by the end of his run, but at that point, I didn't think he deserved it.
And the other thing, and it's not off topic, but it's along the same lines. They need to get away from these predictable main event wins at Mania. Because aside from Roman winning 2 years ago, that's the first time against Cody, you pretty much know, like, okay, this one won the Rumble. They're going to go over at Mania. Like, it's rinse and repeat with the Mania main events. If I see Tiffy beat Charlotte, kudos to them for doing that. If Charlotte wins, it's kind of like this always happens. It's like their crowning moment, and your belts are really changing hands at Mania and SummerSlam. I mean, look at the trend, the way they're doing it. So change it up. Make a title change hands on Raw or SmackDown. There's nothing wrong with that. You'll get viewers that way. Because you know damn well on a TV show they're not gonna change the belts over.
So, Aaron, you didn't think Drew was supposed to get eliminated? Who eliminated him?
Priest.
I don't see Priest fucking that up. We can talk about a fuck up that they let go.
I was avoided. Penta,
the longest one in the Rumble this year. No, he wasn't. He was the first fucking eliminated.
Yeah. He didn't touch the ground, though.
Yeah. The video
Notice
says different.
Not a single replay, not another mention of it on air. And I heard there's some people that are a little pissed off at Penta for going into business for himself and doing his own moves and spots when he wasn't supposed to. So, I don't know.
I saw a clip today of him and Dragon Lee backstage that I don't know if it was a shoot or if it was real. Because Jacob Fatu actually got involved and broke it up.
Maybe. Unless they're trying to build a match between those two.
Oh, you saw it live. He was out. There was no chance he was pulling himself back up.
Yeah, there was no way. He was definitely out of the ring. He messed up. But they must have got in their headsets. Don't mention that again. It's done. You know, Cole and McAfee. Because you know McAfee would have been all over that.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, that dude is just gold on the microphone.
He's great.
Yep.
So we opened Raw with Jay.
Yeah, Jay's
promo.
Jay's promo. What a promo.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And you know he's going after Gunther. Gunther impressed me in his talking spot too.
Yep. So I hope Aaron's still listening because I like how they spun this because usually they're going to declare right out the door. But I like how Jay said, I'm going to go holler at Cody on SmackDown. I have a feeling we're going to see more of the Easter eggs of Cody turning when he's talking to Jay. And you're going to have
make you think, well, who is Jay going to go
maybe
after?
He's going to go after Cody, right? And Cody's going to have something to say about it. But I just that I agree with how they're doing it and how Charlotte hasn't really picked her person yet. So, but I think that's because
they gave that away after Rumble when they talked to Rhea and Tiffy, didn't they?
Yeah.
When Rhea was like, my story with Charlotte's done.
Yep.
It's not turning. Okay.
Okay, my guy. Aaron, we're going to have you on the show just to debate this. We'll debate this all day long.
You can come on this show the day after he turns. The episode after he turns.
Yep. So we got to get him on here, though. We were talking about that pre-show, so don't sweat, my guy. We're working on it. We'll get you in here. Maybe we'll do a elimination chamber preview with you. We'll do what's the word? Crossover show. Just go from one stream to another.
So they had Elimination Chamber fucking qualifying matches.
Mhm.
They do too many of these things. But not
Yeah.
if you're John Cena. No, you get an automatic spot. And I love that Punk called it out. Love everything about Punk calling that out.
Mm-hmm.
It's bullshit. I don't care that you're John Cena. Show up. I know it's like they already know who's going to be in Elimination Chamber. But at least show up and do a match in front of a Raw crowd.
Right.
You're on your final tour, but all you're showing up to is the big shows.
I think you're going to see him.
If that's what you want to put a belt on, you've already had that in Roman.
You had it in Brock too.
So,
do you think Lesnar deserved to get the treatment he did?
We jumped the gun here.
Go ahead. What?
Back to the men's Rumble match. You say it's leading towards a Punk, Rollins, Reigns triple threat.
Yes, sir.
I think it's just going to be Rollins, Reigns. That first stomp.
Oh, that hurt.
2 feet, no cushion, no hands, nothing. There,
face
it
first.
has to be Rollins, Reigns.
Well,
in a cell.
A cell. Hold on. At 7:39 p.m. on February 5th, you heard it here first. I think there's going to be a triple threat with those three. Said it before, but that's the official time. I'm predicting it now. Those are going to be your three at Mania. Somehow, some way, they are going to be in a quarrel in that chamber, and that's going to morph.
Rollins has never beaten Reigns one-on-one, right?
I don't think so. I'll have to look that up.
He will at WrestleMania.
He'll beat him and Punk.
No. I put him in a cell.
Actually,
put him in a cell at Mania.
You're right. Not one-on-one. I was thinking the triple threat with Lesnar. I think the three of them in a cell needs to happen.
No, I think Punk and Rollins needs their own singles match, and Rollins Reigns need their own, and Punk and Reigns need their own.
So, Aaron, if it's Rollins Roman, what does Drew get into? Knowing he's got issues with Roman as well, you're going to see Drew Priest again because Priest was eliminated. Priest eliminated McIntyre, and Drew was not happy about it. I really think you're going to get another Priest McIntyre feud. Maybe that's a chamber and something develops into Mania season. I don't know, but you're going to see Priest and Drew again.
I think those are going to be the two from SmackDown that go to the chamber.
Yeah.
Drew and Priest.
And see, this is where I'm pretty much set that Cena's going to win this match because you're going to have the personal feuds going on. These guys are going to be beating the hell out of each other. What does Cena do? I would go stand in the corner and just watch it. Unless the other way.
The Rumble too.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Unless the rest of them just go beat the hell out of Cena and get him out first. And let their personal wars of attrition go down. I'll have a better idea what my thoughts are going to be on this as we get closer to it. But I just initially, I think Cena's winning that match. I really do.
So, I don't think Roman's going to be in the chamber. I think he's hurt. They're saying he's hurt. I think he's hurt.
Okay.
I think he shows up to the chamber and somehow screws Rollins.
How's he get in there, though? Someone's going to break a pod.
We've seen people get out.
Yeah, people are going to break a pod or something. Yeah, I'm with it.
But, no, I think Punk wins. Well, we won't even get to that. So I think you'll have Priest, McIntyre, fucking Cena. You got goddamn Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio fighting next Monday.
So you know Paul's in.
Yeah, just good God, don't put Rey in. I'm so sick of that man wrestling.
Dude, I've been saying that for weeks.
He had a match Monday, right? I think I skipped right through it.
He did.
Who did he wrestle?
I don't even remember. I saw his face and got disgusted, and I didn't pay attention no more. I was actually on with the executives view. I had it here on the corner monitor, and I stopped looking at it. I was like, "Oh, Rey Mysterio again."
So, yeah. So then Logan, Punk already got in.
Yep.
And Rollins is going to get in.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think you get your Punk Cena moment in Elimination Chamber.
I don't want a Punk Cena moment.
Punk wants a Punk Cena moment.
I know. I think that has to happen somewhere throughout this year. Punk Cena. I really do. I think that maybe that's a SummerSlam match. I don't know, but that needs to happen. Punk and Cena.
Oh, the New Day. That's right.
That's right. He did. And they won. They won.
So uninterested in that match.
The New Day lost. Go figure. So, whatever.
Charlotte got hated on.
Mm-hmm. You knew that was going to happen.
What else happened on Raw?
Yeah. Aaron,
Oh, yeah. Kevin showed up. I don't know how.
This black guy.
I don't know how he knew where he was.
That dude is an actor, man. He's a hell of an actor.
None of what is on his face, the way he was walking, the way he was holding his arm, none of that was fake.
No, he was legit sore or hurt. I'm going to go with sore, but.
And then to attack Sammy. I mean, I feel like we've seen this before, but it's always good.
Yeah, rinse and repeat. But wrestling's fake.
I got asked, Chris asked, he goes, he goes, why is Kevin going after Sammy? My opinion is because Sammy was out there and watched Cody do what he did to Kevin, and he should have tried to stop him, so he was taking Cody's side.
Yep.
Leading to
Aaron,
Sammy, Kevin, WrestleMania.
Is that what you think? That's for you now. How long is Sammy going to be down?
Until you see Kevin start coming back and starting shit. Give that a week or two, and then Sammy will be back.
It's just there's a lot of storylines to keep up with. A lot.
It's so fun.
Yeah. You're right. It is fun. I'm actually excited to watch SmackDown this week. It's been kind of bleh, but I can't wait to see this week. I want to see what they do if Alexa joins the Howdies, the Wyatts. So
I want to see Jay and Cody.
Yep, that's going to be a good segment because Cody's going to show them more that he's turning. Him and Barry got so mad at me on Monday night because I kept saying, "Oh, Cody's turning." They're like, "Stop!" They tried to throw me out the show at one point.
That's not nice.
Yeah, they were just
for speaking the truth.
Mm-hmm. Rewind.
I just want to know what makes you think he's not turning. Do you just not want to see it?
They think it's a business thing, which I see their side of it. It's a bad business decision if your champion is heel because Cody's now your Cena. He's out shaking hands, kissing babies, and at that point, if he's a heel, the kayfabe is dead. I mean, they killed kayfabe a while ago, but you want your ambassador, your company, to be a forward-facing individual and a nice guy. I understand all that, but it's gonna happen, and someone else is gonna be the face of the franchise. See what I did there?
You're such a fucking dork.
I'm Team Cena for this one.
No, I think you end up getting Punk Cody at Mania. It's a big match. Nobody's ever it's never happened.
No, and that is a very good point. It's a good match to have. I don't know, dude.
I don't think it's on the same level as like what Stone Cold Goldberg would have been.
See, I don't think I ever wanted to see that match.
Well, Goldberg's
boring.
I love Stone Cold.
Oh yeah, and he was a boring wrestler, but his personality and his mic work and stuff were crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, Aaron, the promos would be insane for that when Cody turns heel and faces Punk. Right. He's gonna leave the stream. I love you, my guy.
Just and when does Randy come back?
When does he? Right.
Is he legitimately hurt again?
I hope not. I hope they're just saving him for the right moment to screw somebody over.
If he's legitimately hurt, is he done? I could see that too, Chris.
You take Jay the belt from Cody, goes to Jay the final heel. It's Cody's turn. I don't see how they're going to let Cody with Jay. I don't. But
I think they've built Jay Gunther too much.
So now I'm thinking. And I hate when this happens, but that's a good idea. Let Jay fight Cody. Throw Cena at Gunther. I don't think I've ever once seen Cena. I know he's had it. He's had to have had that World Heavyweight Championship before because he's a Grand Slam winner. But I don't remember. Well, he had the big gold belt. You're right, he did. But the character parallels would be awesome between Cena and Gunther. And Cena would just destroy him on the mic.
Right, but I don't think it's believable Cena can beat Gunther.
I do. Even at 8,500 years old, Cena can still wrestle.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of putting the belt on him at all this year, let alone at any big PLE.
This would be an excellent way, though. Chris is onto something here. Jay beats him at Mania, the grandest stage of them all, and Cody snaps. Jay is the guy everybody wants to win this belt. He snaps on Jay. Now he's full-blown heel because he beat up the guy everybody wanted and goes completely out of character and just beats the piss out of him after the match is over.
But at that point,
not a bad theory.
Right. And at that point, then you steal Jay's moment at WrestleMania. Even though he wins, you steal that moment where that crowd is going to go fucking ballistic.
Or on opening day, which I always call the Raw after WrestleMania, Cody comes out, acts like he's going to shake Jay's hand. Poof.
I mean, that I could see. But it happening at Mania like that, you have to give Jay that moment.
Yeah.
But I love that thought. I think they've just built Jay Gunther too much.
Yeah, but see, now that idea he threw out there, and me saying I'm tired of it. We had that main event 2 weeks ago already. Swerve it. Everybody's thinking it. It's not a bad idea in theory.
But
Swerve
why
it.
would you have Jake come out when he announced to enter the Rumble saying, I can beat him, and then in his promo reiterating, I can beat him?
It's all going to depend on what Cody has to say on Friday. And if these guys are really listening to the fans and reading these fan blogs, and listening to these conversations we're having, and Aaron's comment he just made, we've seen it like 3 times. Freshen it
without
up.
Jay winning.
Right.
And
Freshen
you
it
give
up.
him his crowning moment at Mania, turning the tables. Like, that's what they do.
Yeah, I get it.
It's what they do.
It's just a theory.
I know, and I love it. I mean, because Cody's turning heel anyway. It's just a great way to explode that heel and make it
easiest way to do it.
And then at that point, you have a belt on a face.
Yeah.
So you get the best of both worlds there, Aaron.
I'm with it.
A heel Cody and a face champion.
Look at Brady coming up with these great ideas. I think it works. I'd book it. What else you got, man? Triggered. My guy, I only wish you were in this so I could see your facial expressions. The show we do before Elimination Chamber, we're going to bring you in here because I want to torture you with this as much as possible.
Can I say Rollins' outfit was fantastic?
He looked like steampunk Rollins. He really did. All he needed was that long crow beak. Perfect. I'm telling you, he looked like a mix of Wyatt Earp and a steampunk character fornicated and had a baby.
And he is a man possessed right now.
Yep. So, all right. I'm at one question before we get out of here.
Oh, boy.
Who were you disappointed to not see in one in the women's match and one in the men's match that did not enter? I need one from each match.
Becky Lynch.
Okay. Safe answer.
Ooh, safe answer. And in the men's match? I don't know.
Don't dissect this too hard.
I honestly don't know.
All right.
Because like everybody I was interested in watching in it, I was in it.
Okay. Opie's got Jade Cargill, Randy Orton.
Orton's not a bad one.
My two, and I knew this was a very, very long shot. I know she can't wrestle no more.
AJ Lee.
The men's, very disappointed we did not get our dose of R-Truth.
Ooh, yeah.
Aaron's got Becky Lynch and Trick Williams.
I would have said Kofi, but heel Kofi's just not the same.
It's not the same, but see, people would have been calling for that spot with him without hitting the floor, you know. But maybe Penta messed that up for him.
Oh. No, Logan did it.
That's true too. He did jump on the table. I thought it was funny with it when the 1 year when they had the pancakes on the floor and they threw that on the floor so he could jump back in. Like some of the nonsense they came up with was crazy.
Right.
So,
oh, and I guess we could say R-Truth in the women's one too, huh?
Yeah. Yep. So I would have, like I said, I would have loved to seen AJ. I pretty much think she's done. But Becky Lynch coming back, I think that's going to be your opening day return after Mania is going to be Becky. Bring her back in. Charlotte did not want to share the spotlight with anybody else, although unfortunately she was forced to. Alexa Bliss said, "Hold my beer." Done. Mm-hmm. And still the return of the night for her. I was so happy. And I must have watched that reel at least 500 times from start to finish. There's actually a point where there's this dude on the aisle on the railing. Just the creepiest look on his face watching her walk by, and I laugh every time I see it. So you'll have to go back and watch it. He's in a black t-shirt with white writing. You can't miss it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's hysterical. He was just like, it was great.
Sort of like me when Cody walked right in front of me.
It was worse. When Rhea walked in front of you, that's what this guy's face looks like yours.
Yeah, but at least like I knew it was happening when Rhea walked in front of me.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, Cody just came out from behind that curtain. You were like, and I didn't even realize it. That's how oblivious I was. I'm like, what's your problem? Cody Rhodes, where's your phone? He's gone.
In my pocket.
Yeah. Well, now we know where they come out.
Right.
So maybe we just sit there for a little while.
Hell yeah. We gotta
We have 3 days.
Sit and watch like hours of those podcasts. That'd be so fucking awesome.
We got to get a seat there. That's going to be tough.
I think those are VIP tickets.
Well, they have preferred seating for it, but if people get up and leave, you can go sit. I'm not spending $500 for a 1-day pass to watch podcasts. So, Aaron, Finn Balor, I don't understand it. Another wasted spot, in my opinion. And again, they just shit all over him. They got to break that faction up and start over.
Yeah.
So
did you see any of the like behind the scenes clips?
No.
So one of them, Karrion Kross was like up in I think in like the second level, and there was curtains, and him and that girl that's part of that faction, and there was a camera there. They opened the curtains and they were watching the Rumble as Sami Zayn was getting eliminated. And he had this whole fucking reaction to Sami getting eliminated, saying, we needed him to win. And it's interesting.
I'll have to watch. I'll have to go back and watch some of that.
I like all this stuff that they're doing, like on the side to build stories.
A lot of it I didn't realize is on the WWE YouTube channel after the shows.
Oh, I'll have to go start looking.
Yeah, I got to start doing the same thing. But like I said, I watched the Alexa Bliss return at least 100 times. So that's kind of what I've been like. I even saved it. I watched the Howdy return and then watched her again. It was like, I love it. So
hopefully that brings the Wyatt Six into a little bit of relevancy.
Yeah. Oh, look at this guy. He likes stories. That's nice. I'll tell you a story when I get off this computer in about 5 minutes, bro. It's my kid, in case anybody's wondering. So, all right. You got anything else, man?
No, sir.
All right. Well, thank you for hanging with us, guys. Aaron Simmons, I will reach out to you. We will get you on the show. I want to bring you and Barry in here and chat some stuff with us. And I think the great debate between the four of us would be amazing. Make for good TV. So
we'll probably do a couple hours on the fact that Cody's turning heel.
See, here it is. Shots fired, my man. Shots fired. He's calling you out now. So, all right. Variety show this Monday, 7 p.m. coming up. And then the wrestling show is Tuesday at 7 p.m. So we're back-to-back nights. You get to look at our ugly mugs. For those of you in the Northeast, please be safe the next day or so. There's a lot of ice and snow coming up this way. Justin, be careful coming home from work tomorrow. No, you don't work tonight. So
I don't work tonight. You get
sleep.
I'll be fine.
Good for you.
I think I'm going to order DoorDash tonight, though, so I don't have to cook.
There you go.
This way I have stuff to cook for tomorrow.
There you go. Yeah, just reheat it. What's that story we say? Rinse and repeat. So, all right. Well, if that's all you got, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. It was a good time as always. So until next time, we will see you all
later.